tough to handle. David, thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Hernangomez in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Then it's Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Here's Nunn. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And there's the pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. Over Adebayo. Okogie misses. Outside, Jones. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. Tipped away. Hernangomez with the ball. Jones covering. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Reed misses. Robinson passes to Jones. Here's Nunn. Hernangomez covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That's his first foul. Now, here's Adebayo. He's guarded closely. Over Reed. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Pass to Okogie. Plays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. Jones dishes to Robinson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Poked away. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Over to the left wing. Here's Okogie, guarded by Robinson. For 3, Beasley.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Robinson passes to Jones. Here's Nunn. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Okogie, and there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Beasley with the bounce pass. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Cans it from downtown.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. the Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Nunn. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. On the wing, Jones. Miami no good on that time either. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Beasley. Outside, Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Nunn. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The pass to Hernan Gomez. The offensive rebound. Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Reed.
Switch.
It's hauled in by the Heat. Down low, here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Russell from long range, and Jones pulls it down. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Nunn. Outside Robinson. Let's go. No good off the back of the rim. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Another miss by Minnesota. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Culver's checked in for Minnesota. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's Culver. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Jones, the pass to Nunn. Jones against Beasley. Jones kicks to Robinson. Takes the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Okogie. Dishes to Culver. Nunn grabs the board.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. It's blocked. Beasley, the pass to Culver. Back to Beasley. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Heat call time here. Clark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
And Minnesota has possession. The Heat getting the bucket. Just 4 to shoot. Beasley for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad there, but he's a gifted shooter from distance.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. They trail by 9 points. Throws it up high. And Adebayo throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Dragic following the score by James Johnson. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic.
Here's a look at some stats for Dragic, how he performed last season. Put up about 13 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Culver passes to Martin. Out to the right wing. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Iguodala finds Dragic. Now here's Iguodala. He's guarded close, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell, traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Now here's Crowder after the miss from Andre Iguodala. 2 points. That one goes.
A savvy passer at his position. Iguodala has that pass-first mentality that his teammates appreciate.
Kicks it to Culver. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Now Culver after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. And that one misses from Layman. Dragic looking it over. Iguodala outside. Floats it up for Iguodala. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. The pull-up. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat trail by 11. He kicks it to Iguodala. Dragic, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Dragic. Now the pass to Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And here's Culver. Pass to Layman. Poked loose. He feeds it to Johnson. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Great D that time from Iguodala. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Back to Dragic. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. He's covered by Iguodala. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Culver. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Layman. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A nice shot by Culver.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. Fader on the way. No good. Passes it to Johnson. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Silva in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision.
Out of bounds.
He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Noel, he's covered by Iguodala to the paint, and Russell gets it to go. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Iguodala dishes to Dragic, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there, probably until the third quarter.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Noel, he's covered by Iguodala. Outside Russell. Noel got a piece of it. Tries to save it, but he stays with it. Shot clock at 3. Layman gets the bucket. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Crowder kicks to Iguodala. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Jones comes in for Andre Iguodala. Minnesota making a switch here. Here's Dragic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there. And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Heat. Minnesota also making some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Russell. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Now, here's Culver. He's got 6. And the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Outside Dragic. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Crowder, and the 3 ball is good. Crowder's got 5 points so far.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the pass to Culver. Pass to Hernangomez. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Here's none. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Culver. Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Okogie. Pass to Hernan Gomez. That's tipped. Clock at 6. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away from deep three-point range. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Heat trail by 15. Robinson passes to Olynyk. Outside, Jones. Pass to Robinson. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Robinson's got his first bucket in this one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Nunn. Back to Jones. The dish now to Crowder. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Back to Beasley. Trains the three-pointer. Beasley's got 9 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Jones, the pass to Nunn. Robinson for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Okogie. Pass to Hernan Gomez from downtown. Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 16-point game. Jones, the pass to Nunn. Now Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota leading by 16. Beasley with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Noel. Miami grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Passes it to Olynyk. Heat moving the ball around. It's Jones on the wing. 6 on the shot clock, and that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Here's Nunn. To the wing right side. For 3, Olynyk. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Okogie. The pass to Reed. Lets it go with a 3. Nunn grabs the board. The Heat trail by 16.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Martin's checked in for Minnesota. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jones. Got a piece of it. Here's Nunn. Covered by Beasley. Clock at 4. Nunn passes to Robinson. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Cavaliers. No good from Beasley.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Now here is Martin. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Martin with it. Guarded by Robinson. Martin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Beasley outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Timberwolves. Johnson's checked in. Beasley finds Martin. Crowder against Johnson. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
For Miami, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
The first free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Layman's checked in. Good on both. Minnesota leading by 12. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line. Well, a chance to check out Iguodala. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 5 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Pass to Layman. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Beasley. 18 feet out, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beasley's got 11 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
From deep, none, that's good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Knocks it loose. Johnson outside. Over Adebayo. And it's off the back rim, no good. Miami's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. There's the pass to Nunn. Beasley against Iguodala. Baseline try. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Adebayo. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. And the first one drops.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique, does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Culver's checked in. And Iguodala drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Culver. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Layman. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Layman's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Miami, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That one is off. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Picking up his 2nd foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
The Heat trail by 10. And here's Dragic. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Culver. Following the score by Miami. There's the 3. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Iguodala. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Minnesota came out looking very confident. They put together one great play after another, and at one point led by as many as 17. Only one time did they give the lead back in an extremely impressive first quarter performance. Momentum shifted quite a bit during the second quarter, as did their scoring, but they still hold a 4-point lead at the break. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Efficiency. I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Culver out there with Beasley. And it's Reed in at the center position.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
For Miami, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Culver.
One shot.
And that one misses. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Passes it to Reed. Beasley with it. Russell from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 8.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Here's Nunn. Got a hand on it. Tries again. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers. Boy, you've got to give a lot of credit to Josh Okogie. I mean, he was the 20th pick in the 2018 draft and really well ahead of the curve as a rookie, and even saw starter minutes later on in the season. That's a great get for them.
And meteoric rises not uncommon for Okogie.
Yeah, and Okogie's done a really nice job kind of turning the impression of him around because he wasn't highly touted in college, but I tell you what, he's proven to be an impact player because of how he can defend and shoot.
Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. Robinson for 3. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's a Kogi, guarded by Robinson. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
And checking out the stats for D'Angelo Russell. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 21 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Nunn banked in off the glass. Nunn's got 7 points. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Fires for 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Jones. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nunn. Misses the 3.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Okogie for 3, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over to the wing. Robinson for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. This one for 3. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Nunn. Floats one up. That shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. It's Beasley on the wing. Here's the floater, and the layup is good. 16 points for him.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Olynyk, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Hernan Gomez has got 6.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Here's Nunn. He has 7, and Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Heat getting the bucket, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
First one falls for him. And the Heat making a change here. Crowder's checked in. That one misses. The Heat trail by 9. Inside. Releases. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Nunn. He has 7. Here's Crowder. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And it's Beasley in the corner. Russell looking it over. Here's Reed. They get it again. Here's Hernangomez, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Now here's Crowder. 5 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
James Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. Here is Russell. 8 points for him. Now the pass to Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Dragic over Russell, and he overshot that one, missing. Pass to Okogie. Good, nice job down low. Okogie's got 8.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
So the wing on the left. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Adebayo, and it's blocked. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Minnesota calls timeout. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Now, here's Culver. 6 points for him. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Iguodala against Russell. Outside Dragic. Knocked loose. Timberwolves leading by 9. And they double up Russell. And then Culver with the dunk.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 6. And here's Iguodala outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Dragic off the drive. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Now Culver. 8 points for him. Clock is at 3, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Johnson. Last season's performance for him. He was around 7 points a game last year, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
On the wing, it's Iguodala, covered by Martin. Here's Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Iguodala. Adebayo's got 23 points. Pass to Culver. Here's Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Timberwolves made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. The Heat trail by 8. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Johnson. The Heat getting the bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Culver. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by the Heat. Outside Dragic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the pass to Layman to the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Silva. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists tonight. Minnesota leading by 4. Culver passes to Martin. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Russell. Here's Layman. 4 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Culver with it. He's got 8. It's Martin on the wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Culver. High post try. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
That's a 2 from Crowder. Misses. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's none in at the 2-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And taken away by Johnson. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now here's Dragic. Guarded closely. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Robinson's checked in for Miami. Both free throws good from Dragic. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Culver. He gets that one.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Johnson. Nunn can't get it to fall. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Culver. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And 12 points for Jarrett Culver. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. Dishes it to Crowder. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Nunn. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Russell with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Here's Dragic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dragic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Timberwolves passing it around. Passes it to Russell from deep three-point range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The kick out to Dragic. Lock at 6. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. The pass to Jones. Here's Nunn. The tray. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Okogie, defended by Crowder. Guarded by Robinson. Deep 2 from Russell. Again, Russell missing. The Heat trail by 4. To the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Now here's Jones. Nunn passes to Jones. With some arc, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Reed from outside the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nunn passes to Jones to the left wing. Here's Nunn. Lets the 3 fly. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Outside Russell. And it's Beasley in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Nunn. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Here's Okogie, defended by Jones. Poke loose, and now Jones running the floor all by himself. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity. You know, early in his career, there were questions surrounding D'Angelo Russell's maturity, and understandably so. That's the case with most young players. But of late, in his case, his improvement as a player and his growth as a person is impressive.
Free throw good, Russell. And beginning his career with the Lakers, coaches wanted Russell to take a more serious approach.
Yeah, you know what? I think his last year there, losing the trust of his teammates, probably woke him up a bit. Sometimes you got to go through the adversity to recognize what you need to change. It's not enough to just put up numbers. You've got to be a professional in how you go about your business, and plenty to like about where D'Angelo Russell is and where he's headed.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Okogie. Pass to Hernan Gomez. No good on the triple. And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-5 run. Out left to the wing. Here's Nunn. Passes to Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Hernan Gomez has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Stolen by Robinson. Down low. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
The pass to Reed. The shot missing. And it's Miami the other way. To the left side wing. Robinson for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Here's Nunn. Lets a floater go. That's tipped. Outside Russell. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pass to Reed. Beasley kicks to Russell. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Nunn. And that one hits back iron. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. And they double up Russell. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Nunn. Outside for Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 6 to shoot.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Adebayo. And that one's good. Russell.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Outside, Jones. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. 5 on the clock. Jones, the pass to Adebayo. Deep. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Nunn after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Nunn passes to Olynyk. Beasley against Robinson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Reed gets the bucket.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The Heat trail by 5. 1:52 left in the game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Russell. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie, guarded by Robinson.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Nunn passes to Jones. Adebayo kicks to Olynyk. The pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Bullseye. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Russell. Here's Reed. Kicks to Russell. From deep three-point range, Miami grabs the miss. Right side Robinson to tie it up. Rebound by Okogie.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Russell, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 3. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Shot from the inbound, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. That's off as well, so he misses both. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
They grab their own miss. Pass to none. From deep. Great D that time from Johnson. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.